BEERUN, beer run. BEERUN, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. BEERUN, beer run.
Guys, Friday, for some of us, it's what we look forward to all week long. Please, please, can I just be 5 days closer to death? What are we looking at today? Looking at Vengeful Spirit IPA from Stone. This one is obviously an IPA. It is pineapple and mandarin orange, weighing in at 7.3%. And of all of the beers I've ever had, this may be what looks like the chunkiest beer I've ever had. I haven't used this one lately. Johnny Watson. Oh, sorry. Bottle cap looks something like that, but not in focus. Oh, there we go. It's now what's in focus. Vengeful Spirit. I want to get all that goodness off the bottom. I know some people say, oh, don't disturb it. Fuck that. If it wasn't meant to be drank, then why is it in the... Well, that's right. That'll come back to haunt me, so we won't continue with... If it was in the bottle, it was meant to be drank. That's right, drank, not eaten. Well, it's cloudy, which I expected. And I tell you, after pouring it hard, it doesn't look nearly as chunky as it did in the bottle. Cheers. Yeah, it smells like pineapple and mandarin orange, whatever they said. Oof. Oofta. Oh yeah. Sweet by the fruit. Notice that right away. A little sweetness on your tongue. Definitely getting the mandarin orange. Towards the end, you get gets a little bit more rustic. Some bread biscuit on the finish. Wow, I tell you. Soon as I dole out the, I am not a big fan of Stone. I get a bunch in a row that are very good. Let's get on some comments. This can't be long. I'm still going to be doing some barbecuing before Locked and Loaded tonight. If you listen to Jim's show, of course, by the time you hear this, it's going to be too late. John and Spreaker got the audio completely worked out. The sound, everybody said the sound was good. There was no roboing anybody. So this is good. And again, how long ago did I stand here and say big congratulations to Christine for getting on Spotify? And then of course me and Jim followed it up by getting onto Spotify. So you can, if you got Spotify, you can go find our shows and listen there. I'd appreciate it. The stronger we pull, you know, it'd be nice to be able to get some advertisers and get a little revenue in the door for John Solar. I'm just going to say that John puts his heart, his soul, and a shit ton of money into making sure that these shows all sound good. And it makes me feel so good when you know, our shows get on multiple platforms. It just is good. But once again, here I am wanting to say a huge congratulations to Christine. The Ms. Bomey show last night was picked up by iHeartRadio. So it's just like Spotify. So if you have iHeart and not Spotify, do a search for the Ms. Bomey Zone, and you can follow her over there. So I guess in the first night, John sent me a thing saying that Spreaker was saying congratulations to the John Solar Radio Network, that the Ms. Bomey show was picked up by iHeartRadio, and that it would be available to listen to, that you would find it within 72 hours. Within the hour, I was listening to her gunfighter show with Jim, formerly known as Haboob 308. And I believe he is the guest with her again tomorrow, and they're talking more cowboy Western history. So that's huge that she's now on iHeart. First was Matt Davis. Cheers, Matt. Second was Ben N. Cheers, Ben. Ben saying damn. Aunt Keck third. Then Aunt Keck saying damn it. Speaking of Jim, formerly known as the Boob 308, just shooting. Fucking whatever number. Fourth. I guess fucking is the same as 4. Fumaster Chew 12, what the fuck? 5th. You quick bastards. Smile Money, top 5. Sorry, Smile. Fumaster Chew 12, that is another fine brew, babe. Not sure about this brew. I've never had much luck with Samuel Adams. I don't get ass chapped if you're a big Samuel Adams fan, but Samuel Adams is just, to me, is just like a step up from Budweiser. I mean, it's better than Budweiser, and if, you know, the end of days comes, the zombie apocalypse or whatever the fuck happens, and my liquor store is like packed to the ceiling with an eternity of alcohol. And there's only 2 things in there. I can get in safely, by the way. And for some weird reason, it must be solar powered because the refrigerators continue to keep the beer nice and cold. Hey, fuck you, this is my dream, okay? So, I'm the only one that can get in. There's more beer than one person could drink in a lifetime. And, it's like, if it was all Samuel Adams, oh well. You know, if it was half Budweiser and half Samuel Adams, I'd drink all the Samuel Adams. But if it was like the Keyport and the majority of what was in there was craft beers, yeah, I'd never touch the Samuel Adams again. And I have to check. I think I only have, I bought a variety pack. And a few of the things I have already had. I don't know if I've ever reviewed them, but... Foodmaster Chew 12 again, my friend Rich. You know, for what they charge for those damn magazines, they ought to work perfect. I'm sorry you're having so much crap with at our Rock Island. Rich, Rich, first of all, right off the bat, and everybody else can fuck off for a second, I'm just talking to Rich. Rich has been a friend for a long time, and if your goddamn internet was a little better, he used to be a founding member in the video chat group. This goes all the way back to, what's that shitty one? Not Google Chat. The one that it started off and it was fairly good, and now you fucking have to pay for everything. Typical bullshit. I mean, granted, it's fine, you know, but that means everybody has to fucking pay for it, and that's a little bit different thing. I can't even think of what it is. I fucking don't even use it. But Rich, like I said, I don't get what the deal was. I mean, granted, if I had another extended mag release for a double stack, I would definitely try it, because just something seems fucking weird about it. I mean, granted, I mean, you know, it's not necessary that you God damn it, the fuck. I guess I should stop laying it down on the button. Oh yeah. heavy gun and lay it on magazine release. Ever what? You know, it's like I've had like, I was talking to someone, they said maybe it's worn out. It's like a brand new gun. You know, in the event that you're doing quick mag changes, you know, you should be able to, like, you shouldn't have to worry that, you know, in the first couple of months you wear the damn parts out. So I'm gonna put that down, not on that. Yeah, no, right now Joey's going, because, you know, Joey basically did, you know, something like that. But I watched videos of Rich shooting it, and other than some light at the time for him, it was some light primer strikes. By the time I get my hands on it, I think it was a little dirty, and once I cleaned it and lubed the fuck out of it, I think I had a higher success rate, and then all the gremlins were gone on the original problem after replacing that with the Nolan HD spring that I Carry One recommended. And when he recommends shit, that's when I ordered like 6 of them and put them in every gun. And the thing that pisses me off now is the Rock Island's going to have to, well, if it doesn't go back, it's going to have to go somewhere. But if I send it to Rock Island, they'll probably notice that the firing pin spring in it is not stock. And I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I have a baggie and it says Kimber, and another baggie that says the Ruger Commander, and for some reason the one I'm looking for, because if I were to send it back into them, I'd put that spring back into it. So, I don't know. Maybe just say fuck Rock Island and send it to Jay. Of course, the plus about sending it to Rock Island, when I sent the other one back to them, the single stack 10mm, they swapped out a whole bunch of shit. They put a much better set of sights on it, and they went through the whole gun. I'm not saying that Jay wouldn't do that, but you know, it's not like Jay's going to throw on a free set of sights for me versus the manufacturer, like Rock Island. But it seems like a few people have all had similar instances and situations that I have. I won't badmouth Rock Island. I've had a problem with every single thing I've owned from them, and it's all had to take one trip back to them, and then after that it just turned into an ultra reliable gun like my single stack. But getting back to what I was originally saying, where everybody's gone and it was just Rich, I watched you shoot it. The fucking mags didn't fall out. Hell, the mags didn't fall out for me. That's why I understand that. Went through everything, cleaned everything, make sure everything's aligned. I don't know, the mags sure seem awfully sloppy in it, but they're definitely not staying in it, and there's no damage to any of the mags, and it certainly doesn't appear to have a problem with the mag catch. But I tell you, if that mag catch stuck out just a hair more, we wouldn't be talking right now. Matt Davis, oh yeah. If you ever get a job that involves jackhammer, sub that shit out. My hands feel like I shot 500 rounds out of my .44 Magnum non-stop. Matt, you're preaching to the choir, my friend. I have, at this moment in time, starting on Monday, I'm probably going to have a 4th jackhammer in my arsenal. The smallest is a Bosch rotary hammer with stop rotation on it. You know, it's the Bulldog. Then the next one that I have is the much bigger one that if you are aiming down, it sure goes a lot better than holding it up. And then the next size up from that is the one attached to the front of the Bobcat. That personally is my favorite to use, and I can, by pulling a pin and resetting it, I can either make it horizontal or what is mostly intended for vertical. But I think, I'm praying, because we got one wall out of the basement of the house that we're putting a new basement under the house. I think if I take and it's just a magnet, I can take the beacon off the top of the Bobcat. I will be able to drive it into the basement and take out the next 3 walls once I'm inside. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to move around though, because as of right now, there's 6 cribbings to hold up the frickin' house. We got our main steel I-beam in place today and cribbed up. And Monday we have 2 more steel I-beams, and those I-beams are the intent was we're going to pull those I-beams out. And they're just going to be temporary, so that we can get rid of 2 of we're able to get rid of, we would have normally had 9 cribs set up with 20-ton jacks on each one, but because we're switching from lamb beams to I-beams, steel I-beams, we're able to get rid of 3 of the cribbing sections, which will give me a little bit more room to maneuver the Bobcat in there. But it's going to be some close quarters. So on Monday, if I can't maneuver the Bobcat with the jackhammer built on it, we'll be renting the Dingo. It's a kind of a walk-behind, track-driven one, and that'll have a jackhammer on it. So yeah, Matt, I know all about not being able to feel your fucking hands. Rich again, yes, range therapy is best. Those balloons behind you are pretty good therapy too. Oh yeah, I could fucking titty pound that shit all night long. Rich again, well, this was a pretty quick one, so how about whiskey? Another fine review, brother. Cheers, my friend. Damn it, Rich. Rich, I'm supposed to be able to count on you. Ed, 6th and top 10. Ed, I'm impressed with the Brew Babe's choice of bathing attire. Hee hee. Maybe I should see if there's a few more in here before I get carried away. Gunwild, 17th. Gunwild. What's some big old Jordan Carver boobage beer babe? Oh. It's beery. Rich, my friend. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I should have showed you that before I opened it. Look at the camera. I tell you though, it's it definitely see if you pour it easy, I'd end up with some clear beer out of this, but when you get the shizat involved, it changes. But boy, I don't know if it breaks up or what, but it literally looks like chunks of fruit floating in there. Ed, yep, I had friends that used to do engine runs on the C-130s, and I had the pleasure to sit in on an engine run, and it's awesome. They definitely knew what they were doing. Yeah, like they knew how to start it. Oh, on an older video, Matt Davis, Motorhead. Ed, oh damn, we could have dealt with that 30 carbine. We'll talk. You like 10 mm over 45? we'll talk. Yeah, Ed, I actually, me and Ed were chatting last night, and I realized that right now, hang on, let me just look. And while I'm gone, if you stare, if you have you seen that magic eye thing? If you stare really closely at her tits, you can see a magical dragon appear. Let's see. Chambered in 45 ACP, I have the Walther / Smith & Wesson, the 45 Commander, the 645, and the Kimber. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have no problems with 45 ACP. I just been, if the gun is made in a 45 or it's made in a 10mm, I just like the 10mm round. Oh, trust me, there is definitely a list of things I could tell you. One of them in particular is the big bad boy. It's like the military version. What is it? The USP from I should know this, but from HK. But when I saw the price of the gun, I kind of gave up. So no, I like 45, and guys that know me know that probably the gun I'm the most passionate about is the 1911. It's been around for a long time, and hell yeah. Like Joey, he's got it going on, with the Kuhn and Arms and 357 Magnum. Joey, I've never even had a chance to shoot one of those. Maybe you should consider a northern storage scenario. The funny thing is that fucking gun is made right here. Gunwild? Shit. I never get 275 views. No, it's unlikely that I do. Believe it or not, I should start doing the important videos over here. I don't know who all of the rest of you guys that watch the Brew channel, but I will get more views. I will get more views in 24 hours on this brew review than I'll get in 24 hours in, say, the Battle Box. And it's really a shame because, I'll be honest, I really wish the view count was extremely high for Battle Box, for Tac Pack, for John Huber, for anything for Odinworks, because these are companies I believe in, and I wouldn't do the videos if it was complete crap. Every now and then, not so good. Got 2 boxes yesterday. Now the Tac Pack, that's different than the Battle Box. The Tac Pack, I like to open it up and be surprised. The Battle Box, there's so much shit in there. I like to be able to use the stuff or at least know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to name any names, but I've watched guys do Battle Box videos, and they're like there was a camp stove set up. It's in my camping setup. It runs on alcohol, and then I watched this guy, and it's like there's no instructions with it, so I'm just like, that's the caveat. There was no instructions, so but it's just, to me, I just used common sense. I put it together on how I thought it should go, and then I started second guessing myself, and then I did a search on the internet and found the actual company, and then was able to see a picture of it put together, and I had it perfect. And then I watched another channel, one of these deals where I do a Battle Box video, and in a month, it might have 300 views. In a month, it might have 300 views. I go to this other channel. All this guy does, and it's not my friend. It's not it's not my my prepper buddy. I don't remember the name of the channel, but it was actually even bigger than his. And you know, something like another one of these channels that all they review is these boxes. I mean, I've never even heard of some of this shit. It's like I didn't realize there's that many damn boxes out there. Completely has this fucking stove. It's like not in anywhere near right. So that's why with the battle boxes, I like to spend a little time with them. This particular one, tracking, like I said, I'm honest with you guys. I don't have a lot of use for. There's little items in there, like the ribbons and shit. That was a great idea. Keep something like that on you. You ever start to wander around in the woods, give yourself a fucking cookie crumb trail / ribbons to follow your way back out. But you know, in this particular case, you guys already know, I wanted to help out Scott, Insight Freedom, and I'm giving that box to his winner, minus the knife, which actually I have on me right now. Not wearing it as a neck knife. I did assemble it. You know, I'd like to find something a little better than this, but you know, to be honest, the reason that I like to wear something like this is there's no chance that if it gets caught or someone tries to grab it and use it as a weapon against me, that it'll stay together. It's, you know, it's never gonna fall apart and fall off of me, but it also could never be used as a weapon against me because it's just not gonna be strong enough. But I mean, it can handle doing what it's supposed to do all day long. So yeah, that's the only thing. I kept the tops knife, and I put the feather stick in there, and I kind of already have buyer's or giver's remorse on that because that feather stick is pretty fucking cool. But you know, I just want to help out, and it's the Pro Plus level box is about the Knife of the Month club, so I wanted to make sure that that was a Knife of the Month club. So it'll go to whoever Scott picks. Now, his thing closed last night at midnight. Not sure how he's going to pick a winner. You know, one side of me is like, God, I hope he picks a good winner, and I hope it's not me. On the other hand, you know, like I said, I want to get a nice high-end but fairly small, like that Romeo 5 is, for the girls build. So, you know, so sue me that I wanted to enter and I want to win, and once again the end result is I don't even get to keep it at the end, unless of course you believe that dumb fuck. I won't mention any names. That thinks that everything I ever have done is bullshit and it's rigged. I wish it was, because I'd have more good stuff to have at the end. Ask Stalker Steve how we rigged that shit. God, that was a fucking nice rifle. I went to a great home. Steve's a great guy, and once again, more proof. I knew who Steve was. I never talked to Steve personally until he won, and now the fucker won't leave me alone. Gunwild 1, Big Jeff again, hell yeah. The Uplula is the only speed loader I use. Actually, Jeff, it's funny you say that, because it's the fucking only way that I seem to be able to get. Oof. God, this thing is just so tight. Yeah, it's not what Joey's mom said. It takes 14 rounds. I could not probably get past 6. Now, I try to leave the Grand Power. I try to leave the Grand Power mags loaded up to see if they'll loosen up a little bit, but they are a bitch. They are the biggest bitch of any mag that I have ever had to load. And I have 2 mags. One was already loaded, and before I started the camera, I used the Uplula to load this. And even with the Epalula, it took, actually, to be honest, the last 2 rounds, 13 and 14, when I had 12 in there, I couldn't even get the Epalula to push it down. I didn't want to break the thing. I actually had to like push it against the side of the counter, and I don't know. I don't know if that's like some kind of a flaw in design, or if it just needs to loosen up. But if that's the only problem that's the only problem I could even tell you with this gun. Love the way it feels in my hand. You know, me and Ed were looking up 10mm guns last night, and I was actually kind of shocked to see that on a couple of different sites, my old EAA 10mm was listed as the 3rd. Of all the fucking 10mm on the planet, that was like the 3rd highest rated one. I call bullshit on that. That particular site had number 10 being a Delta Elite. So that is total bullshit. But me and Ed found something that I didn't know exists. I know some of you will say whatever because, okay, now I'm talking to my friend Big Jeff. Jeff, go to Kimber's site and do a search for the Camp Guard 10. Oh my God, it looks like the Kimber Super Carry. But instead of being chambered in 45 ACP, it's chambered in 10mm, and it's I carry one. I shouldn't even have mentioned it, because if you do a fucking video showing off the Kimber Camp Guard 10 and I don't already own one, I will cry like a little bitch. Guys, this is such an awesome gun. That, and I've also had my my good friend stuck behind enemy lines, Stainless 4.5. He was one of the first people that ever sent me a link to the Springfield the TRP chambered in 10mm. They offer it in a 5 and a 6-inch barrel, but believe it or not, you could almost buy 2 Kimber Camp Guard 10s for the same price as the TRP. But some people will tell you that's because the TRP is better. Hang on, Jolson's trying to outdo me here. I gotta send him a. He sent me a picture of his tack pack. I don't know, comma, what did you get? Period. Okay, yeah, I know. Douchebags on the phone. Sorry, eat me. J-Dog, here, back to work. That's gay. How's your finger, you dumbass? Ed, fine review, cheers. Thank you, Ed. J-Dog, the Grand Power shot great. Wow, that's... Yeah. This particular pistol has not had a single failure of any kind. I know I need to spend a little range therapy time with it, because I have no idea where the sights are on this. I need to do some shooting with paper. I know I had some guy say, hey, maybe you should get a 22 and work on your fucking skills. Fuck you, asshole. The day that I shot this for the very first time was like the Glock. Ting, 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 Sig Sauer, ting, 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 and this was like blam, 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 ting. The sights are not on this. I just need to figure out where they are, because I can I can grab 4 10mm pistols and feel pretty good about the 25 or 35 yard gong, but this is shooting somewhere else, and you know the sight looks like it's you know, positioned good, so I'm not exactly sure, but it shoots so light. That rotating barrel that's in there. Oh yeah, it's boner worthy. McLean 5179, the spiked tactical nickel boron bolt carrier is like silk. I have 2 and they're both smooth as shit. Oh yeah, I have a spikes. I have a spikes in my Justin my Justin Memorial rifle with the stock that he gave me that was on his rifle through at least 2 tours of duty in the sandbox, and it shoots. It makes almost no noise at all when you rack it back. It's just it's not shiny anymore. It looks like it's dirty gold. Jolson, Rock Island reputation precedes them. Jolson, next time I'm up to review the champion of beers, Miller High Life. John Solar, that 30 is a beauty. Yeah, it's cute and all. Like I said though, it's only here because of my gunsmith. It had a brand new barrel installed in it. If it was mine, I'd talk to Ed and trade it for that Ruger 10mm. But you know, that's just me. What the fuck do I know? I personally would like this in a bit bigger version called the like the one Ed has, except for not the one Ed has. I told Ed if he ever sold his, I'd shoot him. Mr. Holster, minute 7, can't believe it. Must be something new in the water in Duluth. Yeah, alcohol. Wow, talk about a stream of conversations back and forth here. Smile Money, my Hollow Point just told me his channel is still growing and he quit posting new videos. They all do that. That's called... Try closing the channel and see if it grows. Real Cobra burnout. He's still alive? Holy shit. Mr. Holster, never had a Samuel Adams that I liked that I can remember. Yeah, I'm, they're drinkable, but they're all forgettable. Oh, how's that? The Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. Mike Gillian, you got all the time in the world, Eric. For what? For all I would love that if you were actually right about that, Mike. But you know, as in one of the movie characters in Star Trek would have said, time is the fire that burns in every single one of us. I don't know how much time I have. None of us do. This could be the last time you ever hear me talk. Several things could happen. Oh fuck, I could be... I'm gonna grab another one of these and I'm gonna head outside after I'm done editing this and while I'm cooking out on the grill, I could be fucking attacked by a poisonous duck and you never hear from me again. Crazy Scotsman, Aplula is the only way to load magazines. I won't argue with you guys at all. It's like sitting right here. I just got done using it. I mean, like I said, here, I'll show you how to load these mags. Hey, did I mention how much I like this thing? Fuck. I gotta get out. Yeah, I know, Smile Money. And have Christine put a few rounds through it. Yeah. Yeah, these things are just smooth as butter. Hey, hey YouTube, look, I'm gonna give a demonstration on how to use a gun-related item. Put mag up, squeeze back, push down. Well, you're pushing down, stick it in. Oh, yeah, that was good right there. Repeat. As Big Jeff pointed out, these are the non-Obama rounds, because if these black Talons were actually Obama rounds, they'd be fucking useless and wouldn't work. Jolson, thanks to you, I should not bleed. And this thing, Mr. Holster. Oh, that's right. I'm actually I'm in the him zone. The crazy Scotsman. I'm sure though every single time he tells me to take a drink, I'm sure he's tossing one back. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me at all, actually, because the man has a taste in whiskey. I just wish he'd win the lottery so he could overflow some of that and send me some. Mr. Holster, I would put some self-adhesive Velcro on one side of the mag to force the mag over and catch before I sent it back, just to make my point to Rock Island Armory. Well, why don't I pound a wooden shim up into it? Gillian, send it my way. I'll use it, Eric. Gillian, I like 1911 pistols and 45 ACP. I need more of them. Well, trust me, I'd take all of them, but if they make the exact same model in 10, like for instance, Ruger makes the full-size 1911 in, 45 ACP or 10 millimeter. Duh. For me, that's an easy choice. Mr. Ulcer, surprised he could text with his thumb out of commission. I'm sure he was texting with his nose. Mr. Holster, Grand Power, the competition gun of the third world. Ooh, you better hope Bald and Curious doesn't hear you say that. Tardisius, nice carbine, cheers, cowbell. What is with you guys in these... I mean, seriously, you can actually buy a pistol that shoots this bullet. I mean, it is awesome. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I really like the heat shield. But, you know, if it was me, I'd turn this into a Ruger 10 millimeter. But it's not me. And it's here because my gunsmith put a new barrel in it. Then I'm going to take a chop saw and I'm going to cut it up into pieces that'll fit in a flat rate shipping box. Wade, Big Red Net Papa. Bodacious boobies. Wonder where you got her. You probably. Wade, is that I Heart Club kinda like the cleanup crew at the gang bang? Asking for a friend. Yes. Hazman. Sweet looking carbine. Where you get it? It belongs to a good friend of mine, and it's here. It was here to have a new barrel installed in it. Now it'll be leaving. I might send it to Ed's house for a few years, so the the person, you know who you are, who owns that, I'd say I could get it back to you in, say, 10 years? Just kidding. Jim, just shooting. Saturday is going to be a Cracker Jack show. Well, at least the sound's going to work this time. Shark ZF6. My friend out in the heat storm. Another guy someday. Shark ZF6. Someday it'd be my pleasure to shake your hand, my friend. Sam Adams, not my favorite. Nope. And I think my score reflected that yesterday. Jay Wolf, send that fucker to me. Oh, you talking about the Rock Island? Jay, I honestly, I think I would rather send it to you. The question is what color will it come back? Jay, we might have to talk. Jay Wolf, again? Yeah, no shit. How come the likes can exceed the views? That's because YouTube is fucking with a lot of people. That's... Yeah. How can you have a video that has more likes than... See, that's just it, though, that I won't know that because I have it turned off. And since I did that, that one guy that had the mental illness problems, I don't remember. He was one of the... He was lost, and he something about airplanes, and he was nuts. You don't have to deal with those people. I don't get to see. They get no satisfaction, and they move on if you turn the dislike button off. Smile Money, Johnny Watson, commenting on videos. Damn, he barely comments when he is live on Locked and Loaded. Now Joey, on the other hand, Jay again. I would red Loctite that fucker on. Were you talking about these? If you're talking about this, I put blue Loctite on it. Sometimes if you really want to be zesty, you can put blue Loctite in the groove and then, but yeah, I don't know. I tell you though, this thing is such a fucking fun gun to shoot. A gun fun to shoot. It's a gun fun to shoot. And these fucking sights are awesome. Right now, I believe it's shooting very low. So I would need a lower front sight. Or I need a higher rear sight, which that's impossible. Moving on. Fucking, god damn it, look at what happens. Real Cold Burnout, cheers. Brad Thomas, Tig Ol Biddies. Multi-Gunman, what's up? I'm here. Multi-Gunman, my friend. Stalker Steve, damn it. I'm out of the loop. Stalker Steve, and I missed Hornet Fixer. Crap. Stalker Steve, funny. My Ruger mag don't fall out. Mag catch upside down, question mark. That would be impossible to do. Didn't get hardened and bent. It looks like it's right. It looks identical to the other ones. It's just, of course, it's wider because the frame is wider. I mean, if I had another one, I'd give it a whirl. Oh, that, and I was also talking to Ed about that. If anybody has an extra guide rod plug for a 1911, let me know. I can buy one on Brownells for like $11 or $14, but if someone has one laying around, when I Carry One's advice and ordered the Wilson Combat Rebuild Kit, I got a short guide rod and guide rod spring in the kit, so I took the full-length guide rod out of the Kimber, which means Now the guide rod doesn't poke out the end of the gun when it cycles, so it needs a solid one and not one with a hole in it. I mean, the gun's still functional, it's just that there's a hole in the end of it. And Stalker Steve, stick your Ruger up your ass. And Keck. So, Snowflake Mayor of Somerville, was it Missouri, is unhinged about the owner of Samuel Adams being happy of President Trump's tax cuts, so he is calling for a boycott of Samuel Adams. Time to buy a shit ton of Samuel Adams. Ugh, I hate to have to help to that, but yeah, if the owner of Samuel Adams is for Trump, then I salute him. Last comment, and Keck just picked up a case of Sam Adams Summer Ale, America. I'm going to hit the button, and I'm going to hit the button only one time, looking for the members of the iHeart Club. Kind of like iHeart Radio, where Christine is now part of, but me and Jim, we're not. But we're not bitter. We're very happy for her. Very happy for her. Upon hitting the refresh button, I have another half an hour's worth of fucking comments. Smile money. This is Miller time, says Jolson and Christopher. Yeah, well, they don't count. Smile money again. Or Morsa, name the animal that best describes her. I said rat, like dogs. So this one time I disagree with Trump. Smile money. So Eric, you really like shooting 10mm. What happens only 3 times a year? Damn, you drink beer every night. You must be in love with beer. No. No, fucking hate this stuff. Gunwild. Cheers, iHeart Club. Cheers, Gunwild. Gunwild again. Beer me, bitch. Well, Jeff, if you were here, fuck yeah. J-Dog, iHeart Club whiskey. Asshole. Jolson, iHeart Club must be pre-game for a wrong channel radio. Yeah. So that's 2 times in a row. Everybody was wondering where Christine's show was because there was no chat room, but it was over at Locked and Loaded. Then I got the same thing. Everybody was wondering where Jim's show was because it was over at Locked and Loaded. I don't know. I'm not the fucking producer. And Mr. Holster. Drinking again, I see. Yes, Mr. Holster. And Mr. Holster gets credit for being the last comment. Here we are, 52 fucking seconds. Well, that's right. J-Dog wanted me to drink some whiskey. I have a show to do, bitch. Vengeful Spirit IPA from Stone. I would say, if you are hop curious, this might be a good one for you. It starts off fairly sweet, stays really nice, rolls through that pineapple and the mandarin orange. 7.3% is good. 10 or more is even better. But wow, here we go. This is weird. Another one from Stone. I'd give this a 9.5. Okay, guys, I'm out here. I'm going to go upstairs, smoke a big cigar, and cook hamburgers on the grill before Locked and Loaded. And again, if you have means and you know how to get a hold of Christine, please, you should congratulate her. Getting on iHeartRadio, that's fucking big. And that was awesome. Last night, John goes, she has to be so happy. I'm going to go, she doesn't fucking know, man. She's asleep. And I know how she gets. I didn't want to wake her up at 11:30 last night and tell her. So, cheers, guys. And we'll see you. Hopefully, we'll talk to you tonight. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers, Lars.
Lars isn't here. Because I killed him.
No, he's in Florida.
Was he vacationing?
I think he what do you call it? Retired there.
He's a homo.